Lisa became entangled in a shocking conspiracy. She was accused of murdering her husband and sent to prison. However, her husband turned out to be alive and living quite comfortably with her best friend. Before being imprisoned, Lisa had entrusted her son to this friend for care and also handed over compensation money to support the child's living expenses. But not long after, her best friend also disappeared. Lisa went through great effort to reconnect with her, only to hear her son call out "Dad" on the phone during their conversation. The friend immediately hung up, making Lisa realize in an instant that this was all a scheme orchestrated by her husband and her best friend. Yet no one was willing to believe the innocence of a murderer. An elderly woman in her cell, who had once been a lawyer, advised Lisa to give up appealing her case. Overturning a verdict in prison was extremely difficult, she explained. The only way out was to focus on rehabilitation and strive for parole. Since the court had already convicted Lisa of killing her husband, even if she were to kill him in public after her release, she could not be convicted again. These words reignited a spark of hope within Lisa. From that day on, Lisa became a completely different person. While others took smoking breaks during yard time, she used every moment to exercise. When everyone else chatted idly, she seized the opportunity to train her back muscles. Even while cooking porridge, she found ways to strengthen her arms. Rain or shine, she persisted in running 5 kilometers every day. She also actively participated in prison labor and, after 6 years, finally earned parole. She moved into a parolee apartment complex managed by her parole officer, Nick. The residents were all parolees, and their freedom was scarcely greater than in prison. Strict rules still applied. Any violation would result in being sent back to prison by Nick. But none of this dampened Lisa's desire for revenge. Determined to take risks, she infiltrated the school where her best friend had once worked, attempting to find the friend's social security number in the records room. But as soon as she obtained the number, the police discovered her. Unfazed, Lisa put her 6 years of intense training in prison to use. She leaped from the second floor, scrambled over a chain-link fence, and led the police on a frantic chase across a beach. Using a depression in the terrain, she even managed to flip a police car. However, Lisa was still outnumbered and was eventually captured. Tony, the officer escorting her, called her foolish and asked why she hadn't just waited until her 3-year parole period ended to search for her son openly. But Lisa had already waited 6 years. She didn't want to wait a moment longer. When their vehicle boarded a ferry, Tony handcuffed Lisa's wrist to the door handle and went upstairs for coffee. Yet Lisa refused to give up. She started the car, attempting to use another vehicle to break off the door handle. Just as she was on the verge of succeeding, Nick noticed and intervened. With capture imminent, Lisa slammed on the accelerator, plunging into the ocean with Nick still in the car. For his own safety, Nick had to unlock Lisa's handcuffs. Seizing the opportunity, Lisa stole Nick's service weapon and, using her exceptional physical conditioning, managed to shake him off. After escaping pursuit, she returned to her parents' home. With travel money from her mother, she set out once again on a journey of vengeance to find her son.